So what you need to do is just look straight to the camera. As I'm looking, just look straight. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dinma, and today I'll be talking about Schengen study visa interview questions and answers. There is not much, like, it's not like a serious interview. Everything that will be asked is based on what you have written on your application form, on what you have filled in your application for. Every document you have submitted is just what they will be asking you. But the only thing they want to know is that you just need to be confident and be knowledgeable. You understand? Tell them, show them that you're the one that filled the form. Show them that you know what you've applied for, you know what you are doing, you know everything about the country. You just need to be confident. Normal going for work interview, everything is confidence. If you don't talk with confidence, you can't convince someone that you are the one applying for this, or that you are the one that applied for it. So be confident, show them, tell them. Even if it's an agent that applies for you, please study your documents very, very well. Make sure you go through all what the agents applied for you, so that when asking, you will answer accurately with confidence. And this interview will be recorded. You might not, or you will not see the face of the interviewer. So, but they will see your face, and they will see, it's a video, they will see you. So in case you need help, maybe they ask you a question and you start looking somewhere, like as I'm looking now, it's showing that you are looking at someone to help you. Do you get? So what you need to do is just look straight to the camera. As I'm looking, just look straight with a serious voice. No, not serious face, so but just look straight to the camera and answer correctly with confidence. It's not that you need to speak BB grammar. No, speak as simple as ABCD English, okay? And just make make your answers simple and straightforward. The first question will be, what's your name, your date of birth, your place of birth. As I said, every question will be based on what you have filled in your application form and all you have submitted to them during your application. So that is what they will ask you. So the beginning will have to be, what is your name, what's the date of your birth, what's the place of your birth, and so on and so forth. And the next question is, tell me something about yourself. So you know yourself more than I do, but I'll use myself for an example. If I'm asked, tell me something about myself, this is not a work interview. So work interview, you just have to say, my name is Jane, or my name is Chidima, and I work in so place, I have so experience, blah blah blah. This is study visa interview. So what you have to answer is that, my name is Chidima. I studied engineering in the University of Port Harcourt, and I graduated in the year 2020. I worked for a few companies as an engineer. Side hustle was business, and I grew passion for business. So I decided to switch career to business. That's why I'm applying for a master's in business administration in the University of Malta, STC, GBB, whatever school. So this is an example of what I will say, and I will add more. But you too, you know yourself better than I do. So with this, with this I have said, you take example from it and add more if you have so many other things to say. The most important thing is that be confident in yourself. Show them you know what you're saying and you did the work. The next question can be about your family or hobbies. If they ask you what's your hobby, okay, they ask your family, how many guys, your parents and everything, then they'll ask you, what are your hobbies? And if you say, maybe I love playing, or I love playing football, that's it. But so that you can say, I love cooking, they might ask you, what food can you cook? There's something you need to also know that in this interview question is that there is always follow-up questions. What I mean by follow-up questions is, like, when I say I love to cook, they will not ask you, what food can you cook? When you say I can cook egusi, rice and beans, they'll not say out of these three food you can cook, which is your favorite? Are you trying, do you understand what it means by follow up? Based on what you answered, that is what they will, and the next question will follow from your answer. Let me say it again. If they ask you one question and you answer it, the next question might be from that answer you gave. So be very, very careful in giving answers, because you might give an answer that the next question will be from it, and it might be a difficult question. That's why I say just give a simple and straightforward wide answer. The next question might be, why did you choose Malta? So you know why you chose Malta, because it is affordable, because the program you want to go, when you searched for schools, when you did some research, you found out that the course you want to go, the school that has the required modules and everything you want to go to was in Malta. So you decided to go to Malta, or you compared the schools to other European countries, and you felt like the school you want to go in Malta is better off. You can say because Malta is affordable and I love the country and that that. Also be careful in answering questions, because if you answer maybe the course I want to do, they have 7 modules, they have 9 modules, they will start asking you what are the modules, they start asking you so many other questions. So anything you are answering, have it in the back of your mind that you know more about it in case follow-up questions comes. So if someone might say, I compared Malta with the other European countries and I decided to go for Malta because Malta is more affordable and everything. Another follow-up question that might come up might be, which other European countries did you compare Malta to? You can mention the European countries you compare Malta into: Germany, the Slovakia, the Czech Republic, Poland, Portugal, the rest of it. So if you state that, you just say these are the countries I compared to and I decided to go for Malta. The next question might be, did you find the course all by yourself? Definitely say yes. You want to say someone else found the course. They want to know if really you are the one that did the work and you had passion for it before applying. So just say yes. Yes, I found the course myself because I grew passion for this. So I was doing some research and I found out that that all that will be taught in this course, it is what I needed for the future. So that's just it. The next question might be, did you apply yourself? Like, did you apply for this visa or this school admission yourself? Definitely the answer is yes, I did the application myself. So if you're saying yes, have in mind that you need to be confident, because if you are the one that applied to this application and everything, you're supposed to know everything. You're supposed to know everything. If you're the one that researched for the school, you're supposed to know everything. You're supposed to know everything about the school, about the course, about the program, everything. So the next question might be, tell me about Malta. This is just to tell you that they need to know if you have knowledge about Malta, if you are knowledgeable about the country you want to go to. Just the answer should be, you should tell them the location where Malta is. Malta is in the Mediterranean island. You tell them the president of Malta, the prime minister of Malta, the capital of Malta, the school you are going for, and the location, maybe the city the school is, and tell them little about the city. There is no how that you apply for this school and you don't know about the city. So you can, after telling them about the prime minister, the president, the capital of Malta, then you talk about the cities. It's enough to tell them that you know Malta. You know Malta a lot. The next question might be, what's the name of your school? What's the name of your course? And what's the level of your course? Now, this is it. You know the name of the school. You know the name of the course. Now, in Malta, they have what they called MKF, which they call Malta Qualification Framework. So once you apply for the program in any school, you will see this MKF, which is the Malta Qualification Framework. So each program will tell you the level of that program. So Malta's qualification is based on level. So masters, it's level 7. You can tell them, you don't say level 7, you just say MKF 7. So it is known. So for BSc, get to know the MQF of BSc, Masters, and PhD, because questions like this might come up. The next question might be, tell me about your course. Just go study the overview of the course in your school website. Just the overview, study about it little, then study the modules of your course, so that when you're talking, you can now say, okay, my course have so modules. You can list out some of the modules, some of the modules for them to tell you that really you know much about your course and program. And sometimes questions like how many modules are in that course can come up, so that's why I say study about it. So questions differ, so that question might come up for you, so you need to study it. The next is, what's the duration of the course? For BSc, you need to know how long the course will take you to finish, from beginning to finish. The Masters and the PhD, that's just it. The next might be, how much is the course and how much have you paid? So you tell them how much the course is. If it's 5,000 euros and I have paid the 100% of that amount, or I have paid 50%, or I've paid 70, 80, you just give them the accurate amount that has been made. The next might be, who will pay for the course? So you see, all these things are based on what you have applied, because definitely when you were applying, you said either you are self-sponsored or you have a sponsor. Do you get? So they will ask you who is paying for the course. Either you say you are sponsoring yourself or you have a sponsor. So based on these answers, there must be a follow-up question. There must be. If it's self-sponsored, they will ask you, what do you do, work, and every other thing. But if it's a sponsor, they will ask you the relationship between you and your sponsor, what your sponsor is doing, little more, one or two things about your sponsor. Please get to know about your sponsor very, very well, so that in case any questions comes up, you will be able to. Another question might be, do you have any other school certs? If you have any other school certs, you tell them. If you don't have, you tell them you don't have. Another question that might come up is, do you have a job? If applying for the visa, you say you are working, you have a job, a question like that will come. But if you're a student and you say you are studying, so they might ask you what you're studying, when you will finish, and the rest of it. But if you are working, they will ask you if you have a job, what position, your salary, and every other thing about your job. Another question might be, where will you live in Malta? So this is about our accommodation. In the application, you provided proof of accommodation, so you need to say exactly where you provided for them. If you provided a hotel, state exactly that hotel and where it is located. Please do not say another location different from what you stated in your application. Please take note. Another question might be, how much did you pay? Another might be, how will you commute yourself from your house to school when you get to Malta? So you just need to tell them. If you've watched my previous video, I told you about registering for bus card. So if you've done that, you can tell them you use bus, your house is very close to school, so you can walk it. They just want to know if you know the distance between your house or where you will live to your school. Another question might be, is this your first time of leaving your country, that is leaving your home country? If this is your first time, you tell them yes. If it's not your first time, tell them no, and tell them countries that you have visited before. Another question might be, what are your plans for the future? Studying in Malta is one of the plans. So just tell them, whatever you're telling them about your future, make sure Malta is included. Tell them studying in Malta, having experience in Malta, after your work, you come back to your country. Do not say that after work you want to remain in Malta. No. After studying, you want to come back. You want to explore Malta's education, acquire more value in education, acquire more experience, and then come back to your country to build your country. Please. And when doing this, keep hyping Malta. Hype the country, so that at least you'll say, this one wants to come. Another question might be, how many countries will this visa allow you to travel to? You know, as Schengen visa, you're allowed to travel to other Schengen countries, EU countries. So they just want to know if you have idea about that. So just tell them yes, that you research that with this visa you can be able to travel to France, to Poland, Portugal, Czech, and the rest of it. That is what you researched. Another question might be, is there any country you want to visit during summer while studying? Ah, this is tricky. Oh. Don't go and say, yes, I want to visit Poland. I want to visit France. I heard it's a love country, Paris specifically. Don't go stay that. Remember, your main purpose of going to Malta or getting this Schengen visa is for study and Malta. Just tell them you don't have plans for that right now. That moreover, that as you're going to Malta, that you've heard a lot about Malta, that during your summer you plan on exploring Malta, different cities in Malta, and enjoying the country. Hype that country, and don't tell them that you are using Malta to go to another country. Hype it as much as possible. Another question might be, do you have families in Europe? So if you have families, you tell them. If you don't, you tell them yes or no. Have you booked your flights? Yes. Remember, you submitted booked flight. Tell them yes, you have booked your flights. Another question might be, do you know your travel route? So you know your travel route, you tell them Lagos to Ethiopia to Rome to Malta, or any, and you just know your route. When you are doing the booking, you need to also know the route. Because maybe from Abuja to Ethiopia, then to Malta. You know, someone I helped in applying for admission and visa for in Malta, what she told, the route she used was, I think what she used was Lagos to Ethiopia, then to Rome, and then Malta. And guess what? She was asked, do you know why you are stopping at Rome? Can you imagine? Like, see, they ask you, do you know why you're stopping at Rome? But you need to know now. If it's to fuel the car, if it's to for day off to get, just if you know, you tell them that you know, yes, you know why. And if you don't know, so for this expo I'm giving you, you're booking to study it. A question might come out from it. The next question might be, do you have a travel insurance? So definitely you say yes if you have insurance. You definitely have to say yes because you submitted it in your application. So you need to say that. And also a question might come, what's the name of the travel insurance and what's the duration? So you just need to state out the name and the duration. You know, present in that the duration needs to be 1 year. They state out 1 year, the name of the travel insurance, you state it to them. Everything you need to be doing is confidence. Be confident in yourself, please. Be confident as much as possible. Show them you are knowledgeable of the course, of the school, of the country. Please, that will tell them, that will convince them that you are ready for this and you are qualified to be given the visa. So these are the list of questions that might come up. Some of these might, some might not. They might add another, but definitely if you prepare for all this, you, let me say, you skate through 80%. So study this, work hard on your application, study your application very well, study your course very well, study your course, their modules and everything. If an agent apply for you, please do not allow the agent to apply it alone. Make sure you study what he or she is putting for you down, so that the interview, because the interview, you will be the one to attend that interview, not your agent. So be very careful. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. If you have any questions, put it down in the comment section. I'll be ready and available to answer all your questions. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.